we log in Ansible Tower, which provides a centralized interface to control our infrastructure. This includes dashboards, role-based access control, job scheduling notifications, inventory management, as well as REST API and CLI. If we navigate to job templates and search by name for all job templates containing CI/CD, we get a list of templates used to deploy this environment. We have a first job template responsible for the instantiation of a new instance on Amazon EC2. Its associated playbook is set to ec2new.yaml. Our second job template is responsible for the deployment of the web application. Its associated playbook is set to deploy.yaml. And this job template is configured to allow provisioning callbacks. This means that a system can launch this playbook in Tower from a callback URL. We have set a host config key, which gets specified on a post request on the callback URL. If we jump in a terminal and navigate to our project folder, we can edit our ec2new YAML file. As you can see, we provision instances using the EC2 Ansible module, specifying environment and type tags, which will be used by the subsequent playbooks. We also set a bootstrap file, ec2bootstrap.sh. The last task in the playbook is to display the instance name and IP address in the playbook output. Let's have a look at this ec2bootstrap.sh script. We use a template script provided with Tower and modified it to do a post request to our callback URL passing the host config key and template ID. Let's look at the deploy YAML playbook now. This is a playbook responsible to make sure the application is deployed and accessible on the instance. We ensure nginx is installed, that the web application is deployed from the latest build available on a remote server, and that nginx is actually running to serve our web application. Again, last step is to display details in the playbook output. So let's launch our first job template to validate that the deployment works. We specified an EC2 key pair to perform configuration on the created instance. As you can see, the provisioning of a new instance completed successfully, and we get the name and IP as a result. We can validate this instance was created using the AWS Management Console. Our instance is running. And because we have set a bootstrap script on startup, a post request is sent to Tower on the callback URL. We can see the second playbook running in Tower and deploying nginx and our web application, as well as registering the instance to an Amazon load balancer. Again, we can verify the setup from the AWS Management Console. By looking at the load balancer and making sure our new instance was correctly registered and running. We can even navigate to its URL to validate that our web application is accessible.